Imagine it's 1:14 p.m. The 2 p.m. sync is in less than an hour, and someone just asks you for a quick QA status update. You know the drill. Open the test run, count up the pass and fail numbers, open the defects list, sort by severity, count those two. Try to remember which ones are still open versus resolved. Paste it all into an email and hope you didn't transpose a number. Today, I'm going to show you a faster way. We've got Claude connected to QA Touch through MCP. And in this video, we're using that connection to pull test run results, break down defects by severity, update results conversationally, and turn the whole thing into a summary you could send straight to leadership. Quick note, this is the third part in a 3-part series. In the first video, we set up QA Touch MCP server with Claude Desktop. In video 2, we generated AI test cases and pushed them directly into QA Touch, using it to ask for the data you'd normally dig for manually, and to update test results without leaving the chat. For today's demo, I've got our e-commerce platform project from the last video. It's got an active test run for the checkout feature, and a handful of defects already logged against it. Now let's see what Claude can tell us about it. The first question we're going to ask is, how's the current test run doing? The prompt is going to be, what test runs are active in my e-commerce platform project, and what are the results so far? All right, after a few seconds, here's the result. Claude pulled the active test run and the results directly from QA Touch. You can see all the test case names, their IDs, and their status. This is the same exact data you'd get clicking into the test run summary report. Now let's dig one level deeper. I'll send the prompt, which test cases failed and what are they testing? Claude quickly gives us a response. It says 2 test cases are failing, payment declined, expired card. It says that is testing the system correctly rejects a payment attempt when a customer enters an expired credit card. This validates that the payment processor properly identifies and declines expired card details before processing. And the other test is network timeout during payment processing, testing how the system handles a network timeout mid-transaction, essentially verifying that the checkout flow degrades gracefully when connectivity is lost or the payment processor doesn't respond in time. Both are critical paths in the checkout experience. So from these 2 prompts, you can see that we're not only getting the results of the test run, but we're also getting an analysis of what failed and why it's important that they failed. Now let's look at defects. My new prompt is going to be show me all defects in the e-commerce platform project grouped by severity. All right, it looks like we have 3 bugs, 2 are high priority, and 1 is medium priority. There's an ID, title, and description of each of the bugs. You can see the first 2 bugs are related to the failing test that it listed earlier. Now let's go through a scenario that comes up constantly. You just finished running a test case manually, maybe on a real device away from your desk. And now you need to go update the result in QA Touch. Instead of opening QA Touch, finding the specific case, and clicking through the status dropdown, you can just say mark test case T0001 as passed. The issue was fixed and I just verified it. All right, Claude says it's finished. Let's go look at QA Touch. Let's go to our test runs. And if we look for case 20002, we can see that it is now passed. At this point, you can ask for an updated summary. So I can say, now show me the updated test run summary. All right, and you can see it's updated here too. So test 2 is also passing here. And from this, I hope it's easy for you to see that working with Claude and your MCP, you can quickly view the results, update the results, file defects, and get any other information about your test run within a matter of seconds. Now let's do one final prompt. I'm going to say summarize all this into a short status update I can send to my engineering manager. And there you go. It gave us a block of text. It says quick QA status update for the e-commerce platform. Test run 1 is open with 8 test cases. We're in good shape overall, 5 passing, including the expired card flow, which was fixed and verified today. 1 active failure, network timeout during payment processing is causing duplicate orders to be created. This is high priority and still open. 1 test case still needs a retest, and mobile checkout exploratory testing is still in progress. One known issue there is the numeric keyboard not appearing for card fields in iOS Safari. No blockers beyond the network timeout defect. We'll update again once we retest and finish the exploratory testing. And that's your update. All you have to do is copy, paste it, and send it. So that wraps up the series. We set up the QA Touch MCP connection with Claude, use it to manage projects, generate a full test suite for payment feature, and now we've used it to pull test results, break down defects, update results in real time, and build a status update, all through conversation. None of this replaces QA Touch. It's the same data, same permissions, same project. It's just a faster way to get it, especially on the days when faster is exactly what you need. If you haven't already set this up, video 1 in the series walks you through it. Make sure to sign up for QA Touch for free. The link is in the description. And thanks for watching the series. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.